Okay. Unfortunately, the sim crashed, but the autosave function in the A350 worked. So I was able to pick up where I left off, which is very cool. I've been flying a little bit. So we've got about 17 minutes till we start our descent. Alright, so we're going to get ready for our descent into Atlanta. So let's pull up our chart again. Need Atlanta and Jedi 3 arrival. We're currently at 40,000 feet and we need to be at 8,000 at Daffy. So we're going to set 8,000 feet, our altitude selector. And then we need some weather information. So let me get that from SimBrief. Let's see what the weather is. So wind is 7 knots, 300. Clouds at 3,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. Temperature is 32. Altimeter 3005. And we're good. Okay, let's get that information in here. So the approach, we said the wind is from 300 7 knots. Outside air temperatures 32 degrees Celsius. I think we said the altimeter was 305. Enter that. We're doing the ILS 7 left approach. Right left, 8 left, 8 left, 8 left. There we go. So let's just round that up to 1200 and we'll set 1250 in our barrel. This is my decision height. I need to make a decision if I'm landing or not by the time I get down to this height. So I just rounded it to 1200 and added 50 feet to it. Got ILS IFSQ 1805275. We'll check that. So that's set. There's our speeds. We expect our approach speed of 143 knots. Alright, let's get back to our Star Wars arrival. So again, we're doing the Jedi 3 arrival. This is just a standard arrival that airplanes use to get into the Atlanta area, coming from usually like Florida or from out east. So since we came from Miami, we're gonna take this route in. It's called the Jedi 3 arrival. And it has Star Wars names. These are all GPS points that the plane will follow. So as I said earlier, that's Millennium for Millennium Falcon, Skywalker, Ewok, Hoth, TIE Fighter, Lars for Owen Lars, New Hope, Death Star, Wookiee, Jedi, Chewie. You guys might have to help me out with that one, but that's Leia, Daffy, Graham, and Puba. So the airplane will follow these points starting at Lars. We'll go over here, and here's the Atlanta airport. So we'll basically give ourselves some headings so that we get in to go into the runway there. And as you can see, we have those points in our computer. Is this a at? Oh no, okay. So we need to cross Lars above 24,000 feet. There's Lars, and we'll be at 28,700 feet is what the flight computer's projecting, so we'll be good there. So we got all those points. Lars, New Hope, Death Star, Wookiee, Jedi, and so forth. So what we need to see, it's going to dump us out here at Silva. Actually, let's check. Is there a via? I said we weren't doing one, but so that's set there. Let's go return destination. So it's giving us Rumpy at 3710. So what we'll do is do our approach, and it's at 27 left. Let's pin that. Then we'll go back to our arrival. We'll pin that. So now we have them saved. So our Grumpy, we're approximately 12 miles out. Seal was about 22 miles out at 7,000. Silva's there. Let's see. 2 miles out. Yeah, we'll descend down to 4,000 and catch the ILS. And the ILS is correct. It's the instrument landing system. It's going to guide us into the runway and down for a landing. So we're good on that. Everything looks set up. We'll go ahead and set our auto brake medium. Let's take a look at our performance page. So we're expecting to descend in about 31 miles. So let's go ahead and pull up. Our arrival again, it's the Jedi 3 Star Wars. We're gonna cross Lars, as in Owen Lars, New Hope, Death Star, Wookiee, Jedi, Daffy, Graham, and Puba. And that'll take us into Atlanta for a landing. Got 8,000 feet set. All of our landing data is set. Let's get a look out the window. Watch your ears, we're going outside. So let's see, 24,000 cross Lars above. At Wookie, we need to be at 250 knots above 11,000. And yep, 250, and that's 11,450, so we meet that constraint. At Jedi, 250 above 10,000. Yep. That's fine at that point. We'll be at 250 anyway, and above 10,000. At Daffy, we need to be at 8,000. Yep, 8,000. So we'll go ahead and select 5,000 for now. And we're 4 miles out from top of descent, but we'll go ahead and start our descent right now. And we're on our way down. Engines are pulling back. This is our descent profile we want to be on. So this green dot we want to kind of keep up here. So we're a little bit high, but that's okay. That plane will adjust itself and do what it needs to do to get down to this. So it'll start pushing the nose over and try to keep this speed up here. Let's see what we're looking at. No major weather. We're about 29 miles out from Lars, which is this point here. Only thing I'm worried about is the stutters going into Atlanta. As they keep updating the game, sometimes they make it work great, and other times not so much. So we should be on the ground in 26 minutes, estimated. Oh, there we go. We popped onto the moving map, so we're approaching. We also do the en route map, showing us coming up to Lars. Oh, there we go. Finding the auto brake disconnect is not working on landing. It just will come to a complete stop instead of turning off when I hit the brakes manually. So I don't know if that's a bug or not. Coming up on New Hope. $280 at Death Star. We'll make that. Get that back up here. Get those seatbelt signs back on. Next waypoint is Death Star in about 15 miles. And see the plane trying to slow down to get 280 knots as we approach that. Coming up on 18,000 feet. Let's go ahead and set 3005. 3005, both sides. We're about 10 knots too fast, but we still got 7 miles. Trying to hit 280 knots. Let's help it out just a little bit. Little speed brake. Yeah, we went a little bit below, that's okay. Still looking good. Give it some speed brake. Get down to 250. There's great speed brakes on this thing. Coming up on Wookiee. How fitting, Wookiee and Chewie are close. There's Boba Fett. X-Wing. Lando. Plane's doing a great job at hitting its altitude constraints. That's 10,000. We need to cross above 10,000 at this point. Jedi. Be at 8,000 at this point. Go ahead and set our landing. Not sure what these things do. Our ILS is set. We've got the right frequency. So let's go manual on the speed, 250, comes 10,000 feet. We'll go landing lights on, new light on, and we'll give the cabin a ding. And let's go to activate approach, confirm. There's Daffy. Are we gonna hit it at 8,000? It's looking like we are. So we're pretty much finishing up the Jedi 3 arrival. Again, that's all of these waypoints have names related to Star Wars. Millennium Falcon, Skywalker, Ewok, Hoth, Mando, Leia. I don't know what that one is. I'm sure you guys will tell me later. X-Wing, Boba Fett, Chewie, Wookiee, Jedi. I think this is like some young Jedi names or something like that. Let's roll our speed back to 210 knots. And we'll give it some speed brake. Oh yeah, thanks Ken. Falcon. And that's 210. Let's do some slats. Let's bring her back to 190. That should get the last. Go down to 4,000. Open descent down to 4,000. Roll her back to 180. Go flaps 2. Go manual on the heading. Arm the approach. No stutters just yet, but I'm sure they're coming. Airport should be... Oh, I don't see it yet. It's over there somewhere. Let's go 305 on the heading. Missed approach is not like we're gonna do it, but 1,500, then climb a left turn to 4,000. And there goes the localizer capture. Turned in towards the runway. This is all autopilot, by the way. This is what the real airplane does. We're about 16 miles out. Roll speed back 170. It's about 195 miles an hour, roughly. Airport's not in sight, but we're definitely headed for it. So we did all of that good stuff. Approach. Yep, we got all that set. Landing. Seatbelt signs are on. Glide slope is coming in. Plane will start down once this magenta diamond hits this yellow box. Glide slope capture. And there's the airport in sight. Radio altimeter should be kicking out 2,500 here soon. It tells us that we're 2,500 feet above the ground.
$2,500.
Eight miles out. There's 2,000 feet. Let's go gear down. Go flaps 3. Got the signs on. Cabin is ready. Landing light on. And let's arm the speed brake. Landing checklist complete. Oh, we're not getting stutters yet. Flaps 4. There's just
1,000.
up on 1,000 feet. And let's go my airplane. A little windy. Getting a little low.
500.
Little low.
400.
And back on profile. 2 reds, 2 whites. Ah, there's the stutters.
100 above. 300. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And welcome to Atlanta. Let's see if they give us a gate.
Ground, Delta 155 Tree Heavy. Taxi to the gate.
Delta 155 Tree Heavy. Taxi to gate Echo 28 using taxiway cross runway 9 or left. Delta 155 Tree Heavy. Did you hear my last transmission?
Taxiing to gate Echo 28 using taxiway. Delta 155 Tree Heavy.
After landing items, taxi, landing light off, air strobe is auto, yep. Weather radar is off. Flight director's off. And now I'm getting the stutters, but at least it didn't do it on the landing. And we're going to airport, parking gates. 28, so the econ course. That is L6, L7. Alright. Let's get the APU on. Said Echo 28. L7. Where are we? Oh. Stutters got really bad. Let's go ahead with the bleeds on. Watch your ears. Welcome to Atlanta. Let's do engine shutdown. 1 and 2. Well, at least we didn't stutter badly landing. Made it for an okay landing. Go there. Pumps off. Good there. Surveillance. Confirm. Everything looks good. And let's go. And that is it. Decent flight.